State Minister for Gender in charge of Youth and Children, Honorable Dr. Balaam has urged the government to offer special recognition and support to non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and community interest companies, CICs, that care for vulnerable children and orphans. Speaking at the belated celebration day of the African Child in Kabale District, Dr. Barugahara emphasized that such organizations should be exempt or handled with merit from government charges, including taxes and utilities, due to their crucial role in aiding the government's effort to support these children.
Pay taxes for a van, which is not a commercial van. Why can't she get a ready number plate for those children? There is no reason why she can't get. So most of you with these NGOs, let us have one voice, register your complaint, your request to government, let the RDC and the chairman give you a covering letter. I will ask Ma'am and the First Lady to allow the schools looking after our people here, import those 1 car per every home, so that those cars you are exempted from paying taxes.
The event, held at the National Teachers College Playground in Kabale Municipality, commemorated the Day of the African Child, celebrated annually on June 16th. This day marks the anniversary of the Soweto Children's Uprising of 1976, during which thousands of South African students were killed while protesting against the apartheid government's use of Afrikaans as the medium of instruction in Bantu schools. Dr. Barugahara highlighted the importance of government support for institutions assisting vulnerable children and orphans, suggesting that these organizations should face limited or pardon charges such as taxes and school fees in government institutions. He also proposed that the government allocates funds to support these institutions in educating vulnerable children and orphans.
So when we find kind people as government, we should stand by you. And I will stand by you. And even if it means saying to the president that you want children to stand by, there are those ones who don't have their parents. There are those ones who have been abandoned and they are being looked after by homes, and you are aware, you know the numbers of those homes because they are licensed by the Ministry of Gender. So you know the number of homes. Why can't we support them?
Dr. Barugahara also expressed dissatisfaction with the health condition of the children in the Kabale Children's Remand Home, which he visited on his way to the function. However, our cameras were not allowed inside the remand home. He described the situation as alarming, revealing that some of the remanded children are struggling with HIV, while others are malnourished. He further urged the judiciary to expedite the trial process for these children.
However, my first request to the resident judge and the leaders and the team here, let us do speedy trial for those HIV victims who are under 18, so that they can be taken for better treatment. One of them is coughing, too skinny, too bony, another one has rash all over, so the infection can even happen there. If he has a bad heart, he can easily press blood off anywhere, put on his friend's breast. By the time they finish that jail sentence, half of that cell can be sick because they are staying in the same dormitory. They are eating in the same area.
Henry Tunamatsko, Deputy Registrar for Kabale High Court, acknowledged challenges in the administration of justice, but reaffirmed the judiciary's commitment to addressing children's issues collectively. He also pointed out parenting gaps at the household level that contribute to juvenile delinquency.
As I speak right now, our guest of honor, I left a list of about 10 juveniles already committed to High Court, ready for trial. Our guest of honor, as a judiciary, we are very committed to ensuring that there is speedy trial for each and every child in the justice system as a mechanism of ensuring early unification with the family, continuity with the education circle, with great hope of form.
Monica Muhumuzanzirwe, Kabale District Probation Officer, noted that the Day of the African Child serves as a reminder for the local government's role in improving children's education in Kabale District. She highlighted a significant parenting gap which has resulted in over 2.3% of children being unable to complete their education despite the provision of universal primary education by the government.
We mitigate against school dropout, we mitigate against teenage pregnancies, we mitigate against child marriages. It is quite a shame that by the time we close this year since 1st July 2023 up to date, we have registered over 1,300 teenage pregnancies, and painfully, among these we have 4 who are 15 years. You imagine a mother of 15 years. It is quite challenging. We are losing out on the lives of these young people who would otherwise be very, very responsible and making serious contributions to the development of this nation.
Ruth Ndyabaika Kendeje, founder of Grace Villa Girls Sanctuary and host of this year's Day of the African Child in Kabale, criticized the government for imposing heavy taxes on orphanages and safe spaces for vulnerable children. She appealed for assistance from government institutions to help these organizations effectively support the children in their care.
Some of our biggest barriers are raising funds, like I said, for school fees, children going hungry in school, as you saw in, I think, 2 of the skits and in one of the plays, which shows that children really feel that hunger when they're in school. And I have to mention this one. You know, there are many, I'll mention only 3. The third is taxes on items imported by NGOs. Those who know my story know that that's a painful one for us. We had struggled with no vehicle for 9 years. Finally, someone donated a van to us. We were excited. That car stayed in the bond for 11 months because we failed to raise 40 million on taxes for a car, and yet we are an NGO.
Nachiza Martina, speaking on behalf of the children, outlined various challenges faced by youth and children in different community settings affecting their daily lives.
Lack of school fees. Whenever I am sent for school fees, I feel like my world is standing upside down. Many of us walk long distances to school, sometimes on dangerous paths to get to school. Others have to study on an empty stomach from morning to evening. We lack best learning materials like a book, even a pencil. And if we don't have these things, we are chased out of our classroom.
Uganda celebrated the Day of the African Child last Sunday in Chiriandongo district under the theme, Education for All Children in Africa, the time is now. This story was compiled by Nobat Ndiamhachi for Kigezi Television.